Morning, y'all. Happy Saturday. Oh, one hell of a week, huh? Maybe we can all take a breather from work, the election, the pandemic, just all the chaos going on in the world, wherever we are. This morning, I wanted to talk about priorities, or more specifically, getting your priorities straight. I've been posting videos on prepping for about a month now, and the family's grown to about 3,000 subscribers, so I thank you all for that. Have I helped some people? I think so. Have I pissed some people off? I know so. Okay, how? I read each and every comment y'all make. I comment on some of them, but I read every one of them. Okay, some get deleted. Right? There's no room for hate speech on my channel. There are people that disagree with me, and that's fine as long as it's done with a little decorum. Call me a brown shirt or the organization they belong to, and that gets deleted easily enough. Okay. Anything similar? Poof, gone. Okay. I'm completely open to different views. Post a comment, ask a question respectively, and start a conversation. That's awesome. Okay. I'm glad to hear opposing points of view. Maybe you'll even change my mind. Won't be on the election, but maybe on something else. Okay. 99% of the comments that are posted are supportive, respectful, and educational. You see, not only am I trying to teach a little bit on this channel, I'm also trying to learn from y'all too, all right? There have been some great comments made about things I've never thought of, and for that, I thank each and every one of you guys, all right? Together, we make each other better preppers, and after all, that's the reason y'all sit through 10 minutes each day of listening to me ramble, right? Okay. It's also the reason I'm going to start doing a live stream this Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. I want to have an open conversation with you all about questions you have, all right? I don't want to bloviate for an hour. You guys get enough listening to me all week, all right? I want this to be a two-way type thing where we can discuss issues that are on your mind. Granted, I'm the one talking, and I certainly don't have all the answers, but maybe I have some, and maybe someone else in the family, has the answer you're looking for. I don't want anything to be off the table, be it pantry questions, weapons questions, politics, you name it, okay? Let's talk about it. So this is an open invitation for everybody to join me Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. If you got topics you'd like to discuss, please email me them at pinballpreparedness@gmail.com. Please put your question there, put your handle, name, whatever you use on YouTube, so I know who it's coming from. But please let me know if you'd like me to keep your name private, because obviously if you send me those questions, those are things we're going to talk about, and I'd like to give credit to whoever's asking them. Okay, so that's kind of the public service announcement for the day. On to yesterday's video about winemaking, there was a comment that really hit home with me and really put a smile on my face, and I wanted to read it to you in case some of you didn't see it. Okay, it came from Tim Rooney. Now, I don't know Tim, have never met him, never talked to him, never emailed him, anything, okay? But this was his comment, okay? He writes, I have a daughter with special needs. She's on the spectrum, but has a great engineering mind, so we built the tripwire alarms that you taught on your video 2 weeks ago. We had a blast doing it. Thanks again, okay? The reason this hit home with me is that Tim embodies everything I've talked about in videos lately. Tim has his priorities straight in my mind, okay? You see, Tim's a leader. Talked about that. Tim's preparing more than just beans and bullets. I talked about that. Tim's thinking about others. I talked about that. Tim's concerned with his family's safety. I hope so. That's kind of the whole point, okay? But most importantly, Tim's spending time with his daughter, okay? Teaching her and being actively involved by taking something she enjoys, the engineering aspect, with something he enjoys, the prepping, and they got some father-daughter time. Okay. Now, I have no experience at all raising a special needs child, so I can't relate to the challenges he's facing as a parent, but I can absolutely respect him for doing so. Okay. Being ex-Army, okay, respect isn't something that's a given. It's something that's earned. Okay, Tim, I wanted to tell you personally, you've earned my respect. Okay. Tim has his priorities straight. His daughter's well-being is first and foremost on his mind. I have no doubt that there's nothing he wouldn't do for her. And yeah, I made that assessment off of 4 sentences. But then again, I was an interrogator, and it was my job to be able to make assessments of people based on very little information. Okay. This is something I'd like everybody to think about this weekend. As a prepper, what really are your priorities? Of course, feeding and protecting your family is number one, but what about their mental well-being? Are they happy? Do they understand why you do what you do? Okay. Have you asked them their thoughts on your prepping lately? Okay. Maybe a year ago they weren't on board. Where are they now? Okay. Do they want to help, but maybe don't know how to? And more importantly, are afraid to ask? Okay. You have everything under control. They don't want to get involved. Okay. Maybe ask them what they would miss if shit hits the fan. Okay. Then figure out a way you might be able to provide it for them. Maybe ask them if they'd like to do something, like to help you. For example, kids love to organize and count stuff. So why not ask them if they want to help you do inventory and reorganize your pantry, even if you don't need to, okay? Maybe practice putting up a tent out in the backyard and playing fort with the kids. Everybody kind of gets that practice on how to build a shelter, okay? Maybe get some marshmallows and practice starting a fire with your ferro rod or something besides matches or a lighter, something like that. Kids can go out and gather sticks. They can get used to doing something like that, find which ones are good, which ones aren't, and then roast the marshmallows. Everybody has fun doing something, but you're teaching and training a little bit at the same time. Okay, be creative. What we all seem to lose sight of in our preps is our family. Sure, in the back of our minds, we know we're doing this for our family, but we get so lost in the gathering of the stuff, we forget about the why and why are we doing this. I'm going to ask you all to do something this weekend. Forget about the election fiasco. Forget about the pandemic fiasco. Forget about work. Spend the time with your kids, your spouse, your parents, or your siblings. Connect with them. Find out what's on their minds. What are they feeling with everything that's going on? What are they happy about? What are they nervous about? Okay. You may be surprised at the answers you get if you start the conversation. They just might be waiting for you to ask. After all, your family is, and always will be, your number one priority. Pinball out.